good morning, everybody. It's time now for Putnam County Today here on 94.3 WREB. With us this morning is the Mayor of Greencastle, Sue Murray, and starting to warm up outside. Everybody's getting a little of that spring fever.
Yeah, they are, John. Finally, it's starting to warm up. I think everybody's glad to say goodbye to the winter of 2013-14 and move on.
That's true. Well, I think what we want to do is touch a little bit right now on the upcoming city council meeting.
Okay.
And, we always kind of get a, hey, this is what's coming up at the city council meeting from you. So what's coming up?
What's coming up? We're actually going to finalize two ordinances. One is just to make some salary adjustments in one of our departments. Doesn't change the budget any, it just puts it in the right category. So that's going to be happening. And we're going to do a couple of alley vacations that residents had requested and had gone to the council last month. See, Gail Smith from Almost Home is coming, and she's going to be asking if she can close a portion of Franklin Street on the first Friday of every month from May through October, and do family music entertainment from 5 to 8 p.m., hoping to just get people downtown and have some interaction, and so that's exciting. We're also going to be having a public hearing on some tax abatement. We're going to be asking council to consider. Ascena Corporation, who is going to be putting in an e-commerce site, and they're in transition right now from Charming Shops to Ascena. They're changing their investment that started out with a $34 million investment in equipment, and they're adding another $28 million of investment. So from 34, it's going to 62 million in investment. So we'll be talking about that additional investment tonight. And then we're also going to be talking a little bit about what happens when we get into construction on Indiana Street. We have the pre-con meeting today at 10 o'clock, and we're going to talk about how do we keep the fire department open, how do we keep businesses open, how do we move traffic during that time. So we're going to be talking to the council about some modifications in some of the roads to enable us to kind of stage our fire department strategically during construction and those kinds of things.
And how long should that construction take on?
Boy, you all know as well as we do, it has not been great construction weather. But if it is a good construction season, which we'll hope for, we're supposed to be starting on April the 12th, so a week, next Monday, we'll be starting construction. And they're supposed to be substantially completed sometime the first 2 weeks in August. So it's going to be a long summer, and we're going to ask for patience. And it is a complete road reconstruction, unlike Washington Street, which really concentrated on the sidewalks and trees and lights. This is going to reconstruct Indiana Street from Seminary to Washington, and hopefully take care of a lot of the really severe drainage issues we have. And feed into the new parking lot, which will have a detention system underground to hold the water and then release it out. So we're going to be concentrating on Indiana, and we're also adding to that project the alley that runs between Indiana and Vine Street. A lot of people walk down that way. Some businesses with backdoor entries, and we're going to try to make that a little safer also.
And anything else coming before the council?
For tomorrow night, not unless, well, a couple of road closure kinds of things that typically happen with different parties and noise variances as we get to spring at DePaul. And so those kinds of things, but I don't think anything else.
All right, I want to remind folks too about when the council meeting is.
Every Tuesday, second Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock, City Hall. You're more than welcome, or you're more than welcome to tune us in on Cable Access Channel 3.
That's right. Well, let's just kind of switch gears a little bit. We kind of touched a little bit about construction. What other construction is going on around the city? I know we have the 231 project that's kind of confused everybody at some point.
Which is an NDOT project.
That's right, and it really doesn't have anything to do with the city, right?
No, it doesn't. It's just going to make coming in and getting out of the city a little difficult, and it's going to make fair time really tricky, I'm afraid. But that's a project that NDOT's taken on, and I think we found out about it the same time everybody else did. It was announced in the paper and on the radio, and we said, oh, really? So
kind of interesting.
Unfortunately, if people have questions or concerns about that project, they really need to call the Crawfordsville District, because we aren't involved in that. Other issues that we're going to make for people, of what you're asking, is this first round of facades is supposed to be substantially completed by the end of this month. So that's a good thing. We're getting ready to gear up for the second round of facades, so we've got a number of building owners who are talking through that process with us right now. We're going to be opening bids, a Board of Works meeting in May for the second round of owner-occupied rehabilitation on individual homes in a targeted area. We're going to be doing our street overlays and our sidewalk projects that we do every year, so we'll be going out to bid on that. And once the bids are opened and we know exactly how it fits into what our resources are, then we'll be announcing those to folks so they know exactly where it's going to be happening. And we try to do that in all 4 wards.
Right.
Recognizing it's been a harsh winter on the roads, and
Yeah.
Public Works is doing the best job they can in filling potholes and trying to make improvements, but road money is never enough.
That's true.
We continue to try and focus on the roads that we can handle that typically have the most traffic, I'd be honest to say, but not neglect forever those smaller roads that have just a few homes on them. So it's a balancing act, and Brad Phillips does a really good job at trying to figure that out. The other big project that will be going on this summer is the Splash Park.
Yes, I was going to ask you about
The
that.
Splash Park, we have signed an agreement with a construction company, R.L. Turner, to construct that for us. We've gotten wonderful support from the community and all kinds of in-kind donations
Right.
and help with everything from the early excavation to concrete prices to building materials. So it's been a wonderful community project, and most certainly the Civic League has been the catalyst for this. It's still our hope that we'll be open on July the 4th when we invite the community to Roban Park for hopefully a day-long celebration and perfect weather.
That's right. Perfect weather this year. And you know, a lot of people, that's kind of the highlight of the year. You know, coming out, they spend the day at Roban Park and, you know, into the evening when you get to watch the fireworks and everything. And you guys have been the Celebrate 4 committee has been working really hard too.
We have. We've got money to raise.
Yep.
Fireworks cost us $10,000. And so we obviously can't use tax dollars and don't use tax dollars for that. So we rely on contributions, and those have started to come in nicely. We have entertainment that's got to be, you know, lined up, and different events that are going to be happening. So the committee's been meeting for 2 months now. And a lot of folks won't even think about that till Friday, July 4th arrives. But there's been some real hard work going on, and most certainly with great thanks to the Friends of the Park and Chan Fireball, who have taken the lead on this project again. So that's happening. Farmers Market will be opening in May.
I was going to ask you about that.
Be opening in May, and looking forward to that, and looking forward to hopefully the council passing the First Friday music event downtown. And actually, our Tuesday nights in the park will be starting soon. So Park Fest will start that first Tuesday in June. So lots of activities going on.
You know, and I was going to come back to the farmers market a little bit. You know, coming from a rural background over in Clay County, a lot of the people that participate in the farmers markets over there have started worrying a little bit because of the cold weather that's kind of stuck around here in April has actually delayed planning a little bit. And one of their things they were talking about is whether or not to delay opening the farmers market. We're going to open on time though, right?
We are going to open on time, and you know, certainly the produce is definitely reliant on weather and what happens. But you know, we have wonderful crafts and folks who bring in honey products and baked goods, and there's a variety of things, meat products, so we're going to have quite a bit there. It might not be the produce people are hoping right on that opening day, but that will come.
Sure.
And there'll certainly be vendors there.
Well, and I tell you what, if you've never had a chance to walk through the farmers market, it's great to do on a Saturday morning.
Oh, it's wonderful, from 8 till noon.
Oh, I'm
there's
telling you.
Entertainment, there's camaraderie, there's lots of conversation, and community problems solved.
It's a nice time to just kind of take a stroll, you know, down through downtown Greencastle, and you know, you get to eat a little healthier as while you're down there too.
That's right.
And then of course Park Fest getting underway as well.
Right, they're nailing down, you know, people who want to help again contribute to that, and exactly how the weeks are going to play themselves out. The Civic League again has taken a major role in making that happen and really invigorating that effort, and it's been wonderful. We've gone from smaller audiences to really some substantial crowds on Tuesday nights.
Last year they had quite a few.
Yes, they did.
So.
Yes, they did. It's been great to see.
Anything else coming up that you'd like to talk about?
No, just if anybody would like to get involved and celebrate 4 or learn more about Park Fest, please get on the city website, which the new one is gonna be launching, yes, this week. So that's an exciting piece, but really, we'd love to have folks involved. We'd like to have you at our council meetings, we'd like to have you wherever you'd like to fit in the city, learn more about it, please do.
And the weather's getting better, you can
Weather's
get
getting
out
better,
and
indeed.
get involved.
Indeed.
All right, well, we do appreciate it, Sue, you stopping by and taking time out to be with us today. Don't forget, if you're a nonprofit group or community organization, you'd like some free airtime here on WREB, you too can be a part of Putnam County Today. All you need to do is give us a call at 653-9717.